So, wait a minute now. Kody Brown and apparently some of the kids, they all have a family friend who purchased their Lehigh house, whom currently lives in the Lehigh house and makes money from a blog site promoting their friend Kody's show. Yes, did y'all know all this? OMG, why are we just learning about any of this? I'm saying we as in me and some of you that didn't know either. Because I've seen the comments. I asked if y'all wanted me to do a deep dive on this blog site. And a few of you was like, do your thing, girl. Here we are. This is the infamous blog site. This is what pops up first if you Google Sister Wives Lehigh House. Well, it's what popped up first on my Google anyway. Speaking of polygamy, what's it like living in Kody Brown's old house? It looks like written by Charlotte. It reads, I live in the house from seasons 1 and 2 of Sister Wives. The house was built with a plural family in mind and has 6,000 square feet with 3 separate apartments, all connected on the inside. Bouge, rich, luxurious. Do you know what I could do with 6,000 square feet? Good Lord. Hush your mouth. The 3 apartments have their own separate entrances, kitchens, laundry rooms, and master bedrooms, so each wife has her own space. But since they're connected on the inside to a plural family, it has many benefits of a single family dwelling. Technically, according to the city and the post office, for instance, it is a single family dwelling, despite my talk of different apartments. The house is described on the Wikipedia page, list of Sister Wives episodes. They live in a ranch-style home that, although interconnected, is subdivided into 3 separate apartments that give each wife her own bedroom, kitchen, and living space. By the way, the Sister Wives episode stopped getting updated on that Wikipedia page a couple of years ago, so if you're an avid watcher, maybe you should tackle the job of editing that page. Rude. One of the funny things about living here is that I get mail for Kody, Mary, Janelle, and Christine on a regular basis. I'm sometimes tempted to see if anyone on eBay would like to buy it as an amusing souvenir. So, child, would that not be really highly illegal? Okay. Just like I'm tempted to save it up for a few days and upload to this post a photo of it all. But both those things seem like an invasion of privacy that I wouldn't like done, done to me. Golden rule and all that. Not to mention it might be illegal. USPS and all that, so I will refrain. This is very strange. I feel like I'm reading somebody's diary right now. Another funny thing about living in this house is that every once in a while we'll notice someone driving past really slowly with their phone camera out. You can read one fan's account of doing just that in this blog post. You could do the same, but you could also save yourself the trouble by just looking at this photo of the house. Okay, this is getting so weird. Or another option, if you haven't seen it yet, here's a 3-minute video from Sister Wives that will take you on a brief virtual tour. The house was formerly only 2 apartments on the right, but from what I understood, the man who owned it before Kody added the 3rd apartment. I live in the upper right part of the house, the one which Mary lived in with her daughter Mariah. The plan is for my sister wife to move in with me this summer. She'll live in the apartment Janelle was in, the whole left side. One day before we bought it from the Browns, but after they had moved away from Utah, they were back at their Lehigh house for a visit with some mutual friends and us, and some of their fans drove by. They knew the house and recognized their car as the Browns, so they decided to try their luck, and they stopped and got out. Joshua, my husband, was outside at the time, and he came inside to tell Kody and Mary some of their adoring fans wanted to meet them. Kody refused to go out and meet them. He said he didn't want to encourage strangers to show up at his house, but he was happy to talk to fans when they saw him in public. But Mary was nice and went out to pose for a photo and give her autograph or whatever. Shortly before, we bought the Lehigh house in the summer of 2016, the Browns filmed an episode here. I assumed the episode was airing when he tweeted about the sale. And here's the tweet. We don't generally tell friends and acquaintances the history of the house before they come for a visit, but people occasionally recognize it when they arrive here for the first time. Once we were driving home from swimming lessons, my children and I were dressed in our swimsuits, and I didn't have my cell phone or wallet. We saw a vegetable stand being run by a couple of boys, and I pulled over for a minute to buy some cucumbers and jalapenos. Since I didn't have my wallet or purse, I could only spend as much as I had coins in my car's ashtray. When we buckled back in to drive away, my car wouldn't start. The mom of one of the boys felt bad for me and gave us all a ride home. The vegetable-selling boys felt sorry for us as well and gave us free jalapenos. And I gave the woman the final step of driving directions to the Lehigh house, she said, "Oh, that's the Browns' house. Do you know them? Are you renting it from them?" That experience was kind of funny and not an isolated incident. Another time, we gave some friends permission to host a charity yard sale here. The yard is very big. There's plenty of parking, and the city is more centrally located than where they live. And one of the families that came from 2 counties away to support the yard sale recognized the house from the TV show. I was texting. I really don't believe all of these just ironic coincidences. Like, isn't it a coinky-dink? No, ma'am, not all these coincidences, okay? I was texting with an old friend whom I hadn't seen in years. I never told her I'd become a polygamist, and in the meantime, and coming out of nowhere, she asked if I was practicing polygamy. To this day, she swears she knew it out of pure instinct. I think she credited her womanly intuition. Anyway, I confirmed she was right and told me she'd been watching Sister Wives for years and was slightly obsessed with polygamy, although she didn't want to live it. And I said, haha, I actually live in Kody Brown's old house. She and I have been trying to get together for ages and had never been able to make it work. But the pull of seeing the Lehigh house up close and in person was strong enough. She made the hour-plus drive to see me only 3 days after the conversation. Y'all don't think that was strange? And, okay, you just feel secure enough about writing that. This is all very strange to me. If you wanted to see the inside of the Lehigh house, one way you could invite yourself in would be pretend you're interested in Mormon fellowships and attend one of the churchy meetings we hold here most Sundays. Oh, we're going to get into that. Which reminds me, a person or two has shown up to the fellowship has recognized the Lehigh house as well. So far, I've been living here for about 18 months, and we haven't lived here as a plural family yet. But I still love living in a house like this one, and I'm constantly baffled that more people, monogamous or polygamous, doesn't build houses with similar layouts. Well, if you're monogamous, why the hell do you want 4 kitchens? Okay. Well, I'm baffled at why they're baffled. The other people that live here and I are able to be supportive of each other without having to go through the difficulties of sharing living space. Over the holidays, we had a couple of out-of-town family members stay here, and they were able to come and go between 3 apartments as they wished, depending on whom they wanted to visit and what they wanted to do. Other things I like about living here. Janelle's old apartment has an 800-square-foot kitchen. Jesus. That we've stashed lots of tables and chairs in, which we often use for events. Wow. The lot size is slightly over an acre, so there's plenty of room for whatever we want to do with that land. 1 acre might not sound like a ton of land if you're a farmer, but it's the biggest piece of land I've ever owned. So far, there are some fruit trees, a shed, a garden, a forest for the kids to play in, a big yard with a sprinkling system, 2 back decks, and a parked family member's school bus, which is slowly being converted into an RV. The driveway fits 7 or 8 cars, depending on how poorly everyone parks. Right across the street is a field with horses, which in my opinion make excellent neighbors. Even though it feels very rural here, we're within 5 minutes of the freeway, our bank, and main shopping locations. The apartments my family doesn't currently need have have pretty easy to rent out to extended family and friends. The neighbors are sympathetic to plural families, which was extremely nice. Not sympathetic, child. Poor y'all. Bless y'all's hearts. Y'all, these people, this is very, I don't know. Y'all, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Kody's nephew. And there are a lot of creators out there that speak on polygamy and like Mormonism. And the things they talk about is very sheltered. Okay? They're talking about they don't watch TV shows, like, different things. They don't go out and do things. Like this lady is talking about all these people are, obsessed with the show and watch the show and all this. And it's just a lot of questions to me. I'm like, well, I thought y'all was very, and like, why are you making money talking about this? Like, that's not very godlike. If they're very religious, and I'm supposed to believe what these other people in this religion have told us, then I'm sitting here questioning what the BS is going on here. But anyway, let's go to the menu here. Polygamist, I know. Reality TV commentary. Oh, let's go to it. Okay. Why I don't want my family. Why I don't want my own reality show. Season 17, Episode 1, The Couch, by my sister wife, Melissa. Okay, come on, Melissa. If you're a fan of Sister Wives, you'll want to read my post. What it's like living in Kody Brown's old house and hot showers. Ew. No, thank you. On a Sister Wives discussion group on Facebook, my friend responded to a comment criticizing polygamy. We rock the polygamy life. We attended Mitch and Aspen's wedding reception as shown on Sister Wives. I wrote about it. In this post, I talk about my experience attending the briny event that was filmed for Seeking Sister Wife. Well, isn't it ironic that this person that's writing this blog site is so well connected with TLC? Interesting. I'm wondering if Kody and Robin and the show have any affiliation with still owning the Lehigh house. You get what I'm saying? I'm wondering if this family that lives in this Lehigh house is not affiliated with the show, behind the scenes, production-wise, marketing-wise. There's a lot of people that work behind the scenes that you don't know their names and you don't see their faces. Just saying. What do you think about all of this? I want to know your honest thoughts, opinions, and reaction to this. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe. If you're new here, hit that notification bell located beside subscribe. Make sure it's highlighted to all. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload. Don't forget, I do have a second channel that is something completely different than this channel. It is a vlog channel. So if unscripted reality is something that interests you, maybe our vlog channel, Southern Adventures, would interest you. That is linked in the description of every video. So if you got a few seconds, click the description and come on over. We'd love to have you. I love you for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video.